Hey everyone, Miss Jefferson here to show you what you've been missing if you weren't here and what things should look like and how things have been progressing if you have been here. Because I know that things are very confusing and there is always a lot going on. Trust me, I know. But first and foremost, there's going to be an announcement on Google Classroom that includes what you're supposed to be using for your one-page summary of your data for your community. So if you're looking at the screen, which you should be, there are a couple things that are here that you're going to need. One is your Data Detectives graphic organizer. And remember, I am doing this with you, so these are my notes that I got from my observations. So you're going to need this graphic organizer. You're going to need your slideshow from the data community from when we took notes. And those are my notes based on what I saw on Google Earth. Then you're also going to need, most importantly, because how can we tell what these disparities are if we don't have the COVID sheet? You're going to use this sheet here that shows you the cases of COVID in the neighborhoods that we have here. They are separated by state, so each tab has its own information. So you're obviously going to need all of that information so we can compare the amount of deaths and people getting sick. Because how else can we do that if we don't have data? So now onto the right side. This is my model of what your one-page summary should look like. I'll make it a little bigger. So you can see here, it says at the very top, data for communities in Pine Ridge and Rapid City in South Dakota. And just going to go through real quick. My little headings, what I looked at, patterns I recognized, questions I had, claims, and my explanation of these disparities. So you're going to use this graphic organizer to help create those questions that I had right there. I only use 2. If you want to use all of them, go crazy, but less is more. So again, I just took my questions from my graphic organizer, then I put it there. My claims, you're just going to come up with a claim based on your information that you got on from your data and your observations. And then last but not least, an explanation of disparities. Now you're kind of all putting it all together. All the data from this graphic organizer here and this slideshow here and the cases here. So you're going to put all that information together to help explain these disparities in these different communities as to why COVID affected them differently. After, you will be posting it in a Padlet because I was initially going to have us do presentations, but we don't have to do that. You're just going to post it on the Padlet and we're going to have like a verbal discussion so we can kind of really take our time to analyze these disparities and compare our data to how each place was hit different. We're going to work on that in class, so don't worry. Right now, just focus on getting your information and your one-page summary. If you have any questions, please let me know. You're not bothering me. I get paid to help you. Let me help you. So, yeah. Okay, that's it for me. Bye. Enjoy your day off.